Today we are doing the second class of the series of the Yin Yoga through the chakras. So we've done the root chakra last week. Now we're doing the Svadhisthana chakra, or the sacral chakra, which is right below the navel, somewhere along the spine in this area of the body. So this is also known an area for relationships, connectivity, creativity, and sexuality. So we're going to connect with this important area in the body that can make us to be able to create and create different things, including human beings as women. So we are just awesome, right? So first one is a meditation. You can choose to sit on your block or your blanket, or just simply on the floor. So we're going to sit up straight, getting the spine aligned. As you inhale, make sure you bring some nice energy into the shoulder and release them a couple of times. And move your neck a little bit as well. Just getting any kinks out of this upper body so we can feel we can be still and relaxed in our meditation. Connect with the breath and rest your hands on your knees, getting the index and thumb connected. And rest here on your knees. And we will focus the attention of the mind to this lower area below the navel. And we will send our breath energy to this pranic center as well. So when we breathe in this lower belly area, it's also called pranic breathing, because that is the storage of our prana or our chi or energy. So we can store more energy here as we breathe directly into this spot. So imagine you can breathe all the way to the lower belly, allowing the belly to expand, diaphragm to open. And as you exhale, maybe squeeze the navel gently towards the spine to squeeze all the air out. And then allow the breath to come in naturally, filling in the lungs, the bottom of the lungs, all the way to the belly. So we are activating this chakra as we focus on it and we bring in more energy of the breath. We are increasing the vitality of this center. The chakras basically are already activated because we are alive. If they are not active, that means we're not alive. They are active, but sometimes they're not balanced and they're not tuned in to their good side. So we can kind of slip back and have things related to the negative aspects of these certain chakras. So in some cases, we may feel blocked in this area if we feel like we cannot connect with people very deeply, or we cannot connect or open sexually or intimately, or our relationships are not very meaningful, they're very fake, very superficial. So this is a sign of our chakra, this level not to be balanced. Also, we may feel like we lack creativity and spontaneity. That also comes from this chakra. Or we may not be able to bear children for the same reason of blockages in this chakra. So, because we know or heard of cases where people tried all the things that they can do and they did not conceive, and then all of a sudden when they got into a place in life or they were relaxed or peaceful or in a good relationship, or they already had another kid, that brought the natural kid as well, just because things were open in that area. So that's the energy basically, is that we are made of energy, and when the energy is aligned right, we have this pattern that is created in our body that is naturally in place. And when it gets disturbed, we struggle in many different ways, including diseases and malfunctions and lack of this, increase of that, and so forth. So now we're going to balance this area in our body, especially as women. This area is very important. We have the ovaries here, the men have the testes. So it's all important. So you guys continue to breathe into this area, focusing your attention below the navel. Increasing the energy and balancing this area of the chakra system. And if you do want to catch up and do the first chakra we've done last time, it was the root chakra. You can access the library online and maybe get to review that. And we will also use some affirmations for these chakras like we did last time. And today we will say, I acknowledge my sacral chakra as a sacred place. And just to make this more meaningful, we're not trying to simply just listen to the affirmation or try to repeat it. We want to just sense it and feel it. How does it resonate in your body? How do you receive it? Just so we can get it to be more meaningful. So you want to find out your relationship with this affirmation. Are you taking it in or are you not allowing it? Because we all have different experiences that could have blocked this chakra. My sacral chakra is a sacred space. All right. We will gently transition to a first shape of the class. So all the poses we're going to do are going to be in this area today, which is the hips, the pelvis, right below the belly button. So the first one is the winged dragon pose. So for this one, we will have the blanket underneath our left knee. And the right foot is going to step out. And bring the foot to the edge of the mat and then slide on the outside of the foot. So this is going to be your wing, your right leg. And in the front, we may need the blocks to rest our hands on, one block or two. And you can stack them any way you need to. And eventually you may see that you can come to your elbows, maybe just wherever you are, and use the blocks. Okay. And here our affirmation would be, I love and accept my body. I love and accept my body. And just notice how you react to that. How does your body receive that affirmation? And start to notice and tune in to the areas that are feeling most opening right now. Where is the challenge in your body? Maybe in the right ankle, in the right thigh, front of the left leg, quadriceps or hip flexor, psoas. Wherever you feel, if it's too much, back off a little bit. Be gentle to your body, so our body can trust us. There's too many times when we pushed ourselves to the limits and the body lost faith in our wisdom or of our connection. So we're just reestablishing that connection and that trust. Because every relationship is based on trust. Even the one with our own body. I trust and respect the wisdom of my body. I trust and respect the wisdom of my body.
Had gotten him a
And this area is very prone to hold a lot of stagnant emotions, things we could not process when we were young. We didn't know how to deal with certain situations or events. And we just stored that energy in the body. So we may be just okay to release that now. Breathing through whatever comes up in the mind or in the body or emotional body. These poses are held for a long time for a reason, so we can get the stretch and the effect of the pose to go deep into the body, past the muscles which we always access when we do any calisthenics, any flow yoga and hatha yoga. This yin yoga is about steady and passive stretch and release. So we go past the muscle, we go to the cartilage, to the joints, to the bone, to the tendons. All right, let's slowly release this pose and we'll transition to the pigeon pose on this same side. So we're gonna just bring the right foot to the left edge of the mat and then drop our body over that bent knee. And you may still use the block for your forehead, or you can drop the forehead on your forearms. Lengthen the back leg. Find a good position here. Here we are getting into the piriformis muscle on the outside of our hip joint. It's a pathway for the sciatic nerve. So releasing that pathway for the sciatic nerve to be happy. And if the sciatic nerve is happy, guess what? We are happy too. Deepen the breaths and maybe hold the breath in the body as you focus the mind on the area of intensity. And then exhale smoothly and softly. Longer exhale than the inhale. And walk your hands a little bit to the right to open this left side of the rib cage. Good. Just breathe into the side body now. And our affirmation here, I am confident and strong in my sexuality. I am confident and strong in my sexuality. And let's go ahead and gently walk to center first. And we'll release this side. And we'll do the same two poses on the other side. So this time, bring the right knee to the blanket. And left leg out in front. Bring the foot to the edge of the mat and slide into the side of that foot, which is your baby toe side. And open up as much as you would like here, depending on your hips. And use the block for support. Drop to your elbows if you'd like. Winged dragon. I surrender to the power of my sacral chakra. Its power is sacred. I surrender to the power of my sacral chakra. My sacral chakra is sacred. Breathe into that power of being feminine, of being a creator, being in good relation with ourselves. And this can be a very emotionally loaded area in the body. So if you feel emotional, if you feel tearing up or yawning or sighing, that is a good sign that you're releasing something that doesn't serve you. So it's okay. So some people experienced that they could cry in these poses of the sacral chakra, or they would shake, or anything that is releasing is not abnormal and is to be welcomed. And we will release this pose and transition to the second phase into the pigeon pose. So keep your block nearby and slide the foot to the right edge of the mat. And drop down onto this block maybe. Lengthen the right leg behind you and rest your head on the block or on your forearms. To reconnect with the breath and send the breath energy to the points of intensity. To break down a pattern or a negative emotion, to release and open some space. Whatever needs to be transformed or changed in that area, let it be. This energy doesn't always get released, but it can be transmuted or transformed. I am listening deeply to my hips. And start to walk the hands to the left edge of the mat to open our right rib cage. Continue to breathe with intention from your mind and loving kindness and compassion from your heart. Just sending these loving thoughts and kind energy to this area, maybe under the armpit or the side body or the left hip, wherever you connect with first. And here we affirm I embrace my sexuality. I am a sexual being. Just break down any blockages that relate to this chakra, so you can enjoy love fully. I enjoy my body. I enjoy the experience of my body. Deepen the breaths and send this great energy wherever it's needed. 2 more minutes here if we can. And we're going to break another paradigm of perfectionism that some of us may hold by saying, I am perfectly imperfect and I love myself. I am perfectly imperfect and that's okay. I love myself anyway. Nobody is perfect. Inhale now, walk the hands back to center. And lock it in. We're gonna transition our back now. You can keep the blanket underneath you if you'd like. We'll bring the legs up with the toes and feet relaxed. And we imagine we breathe in through the heel, through the ball of the foot. Bring that energy down the legs into the middle of your lower belly. You can even place your hands below the navel. And let that belly expand as you breathe directly in this area. Relax the feet, relax the legs. Circle the ankle around. And reverse. Now let's bend the knees now, having the knees right on top of the hips. I'm going to drop the left heel down about halfway and then bring it back up. Rest your hands below the navel so you can feel the action in those deeper abdominal muscles. Bring the right heel down about halfway and pull it back up. So we're working with the lower, deeper abdominal layers of the muscles. Just strengthening and connecting with this area in a more meaningful and intimate way. This is a very small but meaningful movement. You may not feel like you're doing a lot, but that's okay. It goes very deep and it does great work. All right, last time. And now we're going to drop the feet to the floor, soles of the feet together in bound angle. And let your knees fall to the side. If you feel your hip hinges uncomfortable here, use your two blocks to slide them under. Or roll your blanket a little bit underneath your hips to give them some support. So you can roll the edge of your blanket in. And rest your hands below the navel. And breathe in deeply and fully into the lower belly. I am open to the experience of life. I am life and I can create life. I can also create anything I want. I am vulnerable but free. And go ahead and release that shape. Bring the knees back in. Stretch the arms up for a moment. Stretch the legs. Realign the body. And we'll transition to a supine twist. So we'll bring the left knee over to the right. And turn the head and left arm to the left. Allow the back of the arm and shoulder to rest on the floor. And bring the gaze to the left. Notice the restrictive sensations here and allow them the time to open up. Right. See how it feels if you lengthen the leg a little bit. Bring it further out. Breathe into the back of the hip and the side body, around the hip bone. Good. And see if you can twist a little bit more if you want. Just test your edge, but don't force it. And notice if the left shoulder is dropping a little closer to the floor, it relaxes more. And here we affirm, I'm open to the experience of the moment. Moment by moment, I receive. Just notice the back of the hip releasing more and the side of the hip through that piriformis pathway. And breathe 2 more breaths into those points. I love and accept my body even when it's uncomfortable. Bring that knee back in, please. And come back to center for a moment. Realign your spine. Keep your knees together and feet apart. Allow your low back to reset. Take 2 more breaths into the prana center below the navel. I acknowledge my lower chakra below the navel as the center of my creativity. I stay connected to life and creative. Now let's go ahead and drop the knees to the left side. Arm and head to the right. Enjoy the supine twist on this other side. And let the gravity help you progress. Breathe into the side body. There's 3 big lobes of the lung here on this right side. Breathe fully, deeply, and completely. And now let's bring that right foot maybe onto the floor and get that stretch a little bit differently. There is a river of creativity in my body. All right, we'll gently transition back to center with this one. Bringing the knees together again. Realign the spine. Take 2 more breaths. All right, let's create one last shape of the day. Bring the knees to the chest and the feet up, and grab your toes or the outside of the feet in your hands. And squeeze those thighs towards the body, having a pressing down effect in the spine. So your lumbar spine is connecting with the ground, your feet are up, and you press through the hips down. So like you're sitting in a frog squat upside down. And now release the grip of the feet and relax the legs down. For a nice and easy long shavasana to allow the body to take in all the benefits. Here you can choose to use your big bolster under your spine or under your legs, if you'd like. Or just lay down on the floor. Close the eyes and have an internal experience of this chakra. You can also have the knees bent and feet at the edge of the mat if you'd like that more. It's also very good because it brings all the energy into the lower chakra at the navel point. So you may choose, see what you feel more at home. And we will again intentionally breathe in this lower chakra, the sacral point, or Svadhisthana. And we repeat some of those affirmations. I am at home in my own body. I love and respect my body. My lower chakras are balanced. Another meaningful affirmation. I am perfectly imperfect, and I love myself. I stay open and receptive as life flows through me. Slowly now, we will drop the knees to the right a little bit. And then drop the knees to the other side. I embrace my body and its fleeting emotions. I come back to peace anytime I choose to. And whenever you feel complete, start to gather yourself up. Maybe give yourself a hug before you get up. Rub your feet, rub your hands. Check in with your neck, look around, see how you feel. Take a moment to feel this new open energy. And let's bring everything to completion. Bring the hands together, the heart, centering into our heart. My body is sacred. I love and respect my body as it is. Namaste. All right, ladies, have a good evening, a good sleep. Maybe I'll see some of you Sunday. Cheryl, did you sign up for just this class, or you're a new member to this?
I'm a new member. My daughter brought me to this class a couple of weeks ago, and I signed up for the month trial, I guess.
Okay.
So I'm just trying out the different classes.
Yeah. So I don't think that was quite different too, but that's the
So is this, you mentioned this was like the second one in a series.
It's a 6-week series that we go through all the chakras from the bottom to the top. We have 7 of them, but the last 2 we're gonna do together, the crown and the Ajna chakra.
So then.
Yes. Oh, yeah. My other class on Sunday is just an all levels. It's a combo of Qigong and yoga. That's at 9 o'clock on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Baby, I'll see you later, love.